Okay, we're gonna walk into the house. Just gonna pan around at the landscaping out here. Really pretty. Okay, so here in the foyer, there's upstairs. We have a nice area over here. By the way, the piano can stay. If you, I guess they'll sell it. They don't want to give it away, but they, if you have interest in it, they'll do that. And when you walk in, this is the formal sitting area here. And you can see up there behind the glass is that's the upstairs lanai overlooking the lake. And then the ceiling goes all the way to the top, to the roof up there. So nice entryway. Stairs immediately go up to the right, and then the rest of the house we'll get back to in a second. I'm gonna break to the right first, and then we'll come to the left, and then we'll go out and see the rest of the house. To the right here, when you first walk in the door, is like a library / den, and we've got bookshelves going all the way up to the ceiling. And if they want the books, this is what the realtor said. If they want the books, they can have the books too. So I guess they have no use for these, and it might be, if you're gonna come in here and keep these bookshelves, they got some pretty good books in here. I just quickly glanced at a couple of good authors in here. So this here is just the half bath for everyone to use. And then here's a coat closet here. And then to the left is the master, or primary. You walk in here, the bathroom is to the left. Cabinets are nice enough. Look at what's going on with the countertops here. The jacuzzi tub, big shower there. Here's another spot for storage. And then we've got full walk-in here. With sliding doors. And mini walk-in on the side. Does have a closet system in here. This looks like part of the air conditioning system's coming up through here. And then the primary bedroom. I'm not sure if this is tile or not. It feels like tile. It could be a high quality, some kind of composite veneer or something. Luxury vinyl. I think it's not the luxury vinyl that we're seeing put in places today. The lady's going to check, the listing agent's going to check for me to see exactly what the flooring is. But this is the same flooring that is in other areas, such as the office and other bedrooms. You'll see that in a second. Okay. Sorry about holding the phone down low. I just wanted you guys to see the floors. So this furniture, by the way, is a staged furniture. This does not belong to the people. The piano belongs to them, but the rest of this furniture does not belong to them. And my opinion is the staging is kind of cheap looking. Doesn't really help the house look nicer, but it really seems like a nice quality. I walked the place before we started, and it looks like the fixtures may not be everybody's style, but it's quality stuff. And those always are the easiest things to change out. There's the listing agent over there. Nice window here that looks out onto the pool area, and then no other places, nothing else to see back here except nature. And then you'll see when I walk out that the water's to the left and it's a nice water view. Walk out here to the main room. Of course, when you look at these doors, this opens up completely out into the pool area. Those both slide back in, are pocket doors. And then this area here, I don't know. We've got two doors going out to the lanai that could be open. This could be a walkway to walk in. So I'm not sure if that, what to do with that space. I guess that's something that you guys would have to talk about. Kitchen's nice. Different style and taste that we're used to taking a look at. But the cabinets, nice quality cabinets. That looks like a cheap drawer. Let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, cabinets are no, we're not used to the quality. They're not even wood cabinets. Those are metal sliders and sides of the interior of the drawers. That's metal. Yeah, so looks like this whole system here in the center is a different color. Similar, but the same quality. There's a dishwasher. That's kind of neat. It's trash. Some wood drawers here. Metal, yeah. So, wine bar here. Same kind of cabinetry. Wine fridge. Laundry room here. And then off to the right is a pocket door. Behind the pocket door is the pantry, which is a nice sized pantry. Here's the exit out to the garage. And tall people should watch out when they're coming out. The fans are kind of hanging a little bit low. Must have been people that really weren't that tall here using those fans. And this refrigerator will stay. And there's some things that are going to require, and the owners are going to do that before they sell the place. And this refrigerator, I guess the hose or whatever the problem is there's a water leak that's occurring for the water system that comes in, not in the house, but in this refrigerator. There's no water damage anywhere, but they will replace that as part of the transaction. The fireplaces, I didn't really talk about the other fireplace. I'll walk back in there. I'm sorry. The fireplaces, they've never used this fireplace. They think it works, but they're not sure. On the other fireplace in the bedroom, they don't think that one works, and they want to sell it as is. Well, I mentioned that I want to talk about the listing realtor talking about just how motivated these folks are. I think this place could be purchased at a value price, considering what I've heard from the listing agent. The question is this going to work for you guys? So I'm going to get to the other bedrooms, which are the most important part, but I wanted to walk back in here. This is the fireplace that they know it doesn't work, and they don't want to fool with that. Now, we could always tell them that that needs to get done in order to get the place bought, but I'd rather, if it was me, I'd rather buy the place and have somebody that I know and trust come in and do the repair that's going to stand behind the repair. All right, so we're about to go out to the bedrooms, but before I do, I'm just going to walk quickly out here and show you this area, sitting area here. You put a table in there. Here's the lake view, and then beyond that is the lodge, so there's no actually people living over there. And then this is a nice, more recent, looks like a more recent addition. The outside kitchen grill area with the sink and a refrigerator down here. This goes into the bathroom. This is a storage closet. All right, I'm going to go back in. We'll look at these bedrooms here, and that's probably one of the things that you want to see the most. I think one of these rooms is large enough. This one here, I believe, is large enough for a king-size bed, easily. So this would be the second bedroom. I'm going to go upstairs, and that you'll see why I'm thinking like that. But this would be the bath. Now there's another bedroom over here that can be used, but this has a pocket door on the other side of the house from where the master is, so that if you decided to come and stay, and you didn't have to share that other bedroom at that time, that you could have this whole section of the house kind of to yourself. And there are bedroom and a bathroom here. Here's the other bathroom. And then this also goes out to the pool. This bedroom doesn't work because I think that window is going to block a king-size bed here. Plus, I think it's quite a bit smaller than the other room that's available on the other side here. Again, I'll just take a closer look at what's going on here. I'm not sure if you're okay with some of the design and cabinetry and some of the things that are going on here, but it is, decent quality stuff. It's just different looking than what we've been looking at. Let's take a look at these closets. So this is a reach in here, but these doors slide nice, and they're heavy, and they're not cheap. Got some wooden shelving in here, and that looks like good sturdy construction there. Now we're going to go upstairs, and that'll be the end of the tour here. So this is similar flooring to what's in the bedrooms. And on this floor here, I can tell it is not tile. So the other flooring that's down below, now that I'm feeling this tile and the way it feels when I'm walking on it, it's just the slab with this this composite material on it. I'll get a good definition of exactly what's going on with the flooring. Okay, so you can see this is a nice area up here. It isn't closed off to the rest of the house, so that if there's a sound that travels, that's all going to come up in here. The current owner thought about closing this off. They actually got an estimate from somebody to have this area closed off. I'm sure you saw in the pictures, these are just drapes up here. And so the noise from the bedroom or from outside the bedroom is going to travel. It does have a nice sized bathroom though. Has a place to hang the shower fixture up there on the wall so that you could use this as a shower or a bath. Little different, somebody would have to step on over that to get to the tub. So that's a little different. And so there's a couple things about this place that I'm not real crazy about, but I love the lot. The pool's great. The yard's great. The build is nice, but you guys would have to renovate, I think, to be happy here, honestly. Or you'd have to be okay moving in like this and then doing some stuff as you go. But generally, it's got enough space, and as long as that bedroom back there is okay for y'all, that's the big question. And the kitchen, I would say that, you know, you may want to renovate the kitchen. I think that the floor tiles is really nice, actually. It's different looking. It's a little darker than the stuff we've been looking at, but it is still light enough where it doesn't feel like you have to do that right away or ever. And depending on your taste on the cabinetry and the kitchen and the countertops, this is something that you could move in and use for as long as you wanted to, and if you ever decided to renovate it, then you could. Probably wouldn't be that big a job. Probably, I'd say $30,000 or $40,000 to really do it up nice. And I think that you can buy this place for a lot less than what they're asking from what I'm hearing. So anyway, this is a long video because there's a lot of different stuff to cover, and I thought that possibly it may be worth it if you were up for moving in like this for a while and then getting to a renovation later, because the house itself and the yard are pretty nice. Okay, so I'm gonna probably went on too long here. Thanks for being patient with me while I tried to present all this to you. I hope you got a good idea what's happening here. I'll talk to you guys soon.